Day. Morning, everyone. Morning, everyone. Am I not
Good
audible?
morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Very good morning. Very good morning.
Okay. Okay. Today I am gonna start. We wait. Now we're gonna do not wait. For those who are late, they are late joining, let them be. Okay. Because you guys need to understand if it's an office meeting, you cannot be late by even a 1 minute also. A very good morning to each and everybody who is present over here. Today, as you can see, the screen of the slide is interview technique. Okay, do not miss this. From now onwards, we will be practicing hardcore on your resume, interview techniques, the way we speak, the way we can get selected. So next week, next fight from Monday to Friday, we will be only dealing with a spoken on a communication part. Okay, all the practical theory I will be ending this week. So you have gained a lot of theoretical part. Now, after this class, you will be given two assignments. One on the based on LinkedIn, another is based on your resume writing. Okay, one of the from a team admin will drop down the message in your groups respectively, and there's a deadline to be given. So you do not have to skip any assignment there. You have to, it's mandate to complete. Okay, now interview technique. Raise your hand if you uh, ever experienced the interview in your life. Raise your hands. One. It can be any interview. Two. Only two. Three. Okay. Okay. Raise your hands if you haven't have any kind of experience. You haven't even applied also. No, forget about the interview. You never applied to anywhere also. Not even once. Okay. Be honest, we will learning. We are learn every day, right? Be honest with me. It's okay if you haven't applied. It's okay you do not know where to apply. You do not know how to apply. Today's session is all about how to apply the jobs, where to apply the jobs. I will teach you the method and technique also, how to get your resume to be selected also. Okay, good. So I have many raised hands up. Okay. Before we start the interviews, the resumes, the cover letter, the email writing ethics, and all, let's understand the process of recruitment. You should, guys, know what is the process of recruitment actually. Okay, so let's start. So, a recruitment funnel. How the recruitment process take place? Suppose there's an application, a position of data science position, and 300 applicants resume can be accepted. Okay. Okay. Phone screen are the first step where now phone screen are the first step when your screenings happen. Okay, HR give you one casual call asking about tell me about yourself, what is the last package, where are you currently position it out, just to note the information what you deliver, are you looking for a job change, are you looking for this, and you talk about that's the casual thing, communication, the experiences, the skill set, the normal way a company gonna ask you. Now if you applying individually, you will get a call, but if you're driving a campus drive, you're going for a campus drive, you will get a group discussion and you will be selected, and then you will move on to the HR rounds or technical rounds. Okay. But if you're applying individually on your own self to other company, the first you will get a phone screening. After phone screening, what you will get? Technical interview. Once the HR feel okay, this is fit for this profile, you got selected, you get a technical interview. It's mandate to know for IT people that the technical hardcore knowledge is very much important. Understand this. That is a core thing. You should be very much aware of it. That's the only thing where people lack of getting accepted. They usually get rejected because when they asked about the terminologies, for example, what is Python, C++, what is array? Okay, so you should be knowing the concept, definition, everything. If they ask you any practical, some companies give the coding test also. You should be knowing. Some company on the spot will tell you, okay, show me the project what you have posted in the GitHubs, right? So you should be very much aware of it, your technical code as much as you can. And how I told you earlier also, that's why taught you LinkedIn and everything beforehand. When you go and apply for a job, there's called word called JD. What is JD means? Job descriptions. Okay. We went to the how many remember the LinkedIn session? Raise your hand. How many of you remember LinkedIn session of mine? Raise your hand. One, two. Rest have forgotten about my LinkedIn session. Very good. Good. So I told you how to apply a job if you guys remember, right? And I told you how to go down and read what the profile demanded. Okay, everything is mentioned, right? That is a JD. That is a description of job what an HR looking for. So always go to the JD and check what kind of skills they want in a technical. They always mention like MongoDB, they mention, and they will seek the advanced version, not what you are learning, but always get ahead of as one version because they will train you, don't worry. But they want to know, do you have an idea of, for example, Node.js? You should have an idea of it even if you haven't know or worked on it, but at least you should have an idea of your own field. Okay, next one. Once out of 291, 30 got 2 selected. After 32, 16 got shortlisted. After 16, 13 got shortlisted. After 13, on-site means we are facing face-to-face, having final panel of round of interview. 11 got selected. Out of 11, 8 got an offer letter. Can you see the difference of 291 to 8? So that makes very clear. You are not the only one who is looking for the job, right? You need to understand there's a plenty of edtech, plenty of colleges across the pan India level, lakhs of people are dying for a job. What make you stand out in the technical field is only your hardcore technical knowledge and by the terminology, what kind of projects you do, what kind of internship you do, that is very much highlighted. For freshers, what you do in the internship is the only key to crack your jobs. Trust me, because that is the only practical thing you are doing, like a working. Okay, so they give more importance to internship. 61% of employees says the reality of a new job differ from the expectations set during the interview process. You always should be knowing that if you think that your profile is to do the coding, that's it, and you do not have to work, that's wrong. When you guys hired by any company, you remember you have to be multitasker. You can do not only coding but project management, handling the team. Somebody is absent, taking other people charges. Somebody is leaving, you're taking other people tasks. So you have to be a multitasker. Then 80% of recruiter use LinkedIn to check the candidate. The source is Job White Recruiter National Report of 2016 की report है. The LinkedIn is the source. That's why I taught you LinkedIn beforehand. You should be knowing because LinkedIn is the only place where you can fetch whether the person is absolutely true or false. Okay. Next, what happened as a candidate who experienced? Okay, first we do the job search. Okay, what are the platform? Tell me, unmute and tell me, what are the platform where you can search the job? One is LinkedIn. Next, how many platform you know where we can search the job?
Naukri.com.
Good.
Found it.
Found it.
And
Indeed.
Indeed.
very
Glassdoor.
good. Glassdoor,
Glassdoor.
very good. And
Unstop.
very good.
But short.
Ha. And stop. Yeah, yeah. And and
Up now.
apna. Okay, fair. And
Internshala.
Intershala. Good, you guys know these sites. Intershala, Ambitious Boss, Naukri.com, Monster.com, right? Apna, Jobs, Indeed. There's a plenty of job portal. And where we can find out in the company website. The first thing you get is the company website. Whichever company you want to go to the company website, go to the career section, and you can you can actually see that the jobs is there or not, it's fake or not. So always cross check whatever the post in the job is there. Okay. Make sure that you cross check with the company website as well cross check with the LinkedIn. Okay, recruiter always posts in two places, one in a company website, second in a LinkedIn job post. Okay, so you can verify the profile of the job is not fake. Now, once you search the job, you apply for the job. That is called job application. The job application, another one is resume. Now, communication happen. HR will call you, shortlist you, and then you find out it's good. You will get a feedback. Okay, you're another round of first round of interview or second round of interview, and so and so. So you get a feedback of confirmation. Okay, you got selected, and you have an interview. Once you got across the interview, once you got to shortlisted, once you got a job letter, you get a appointment letter, you sign those appointment offer letter, you will get the everything, then you are onboarded. What do you mean by onboarded? Onboarded is when you completed the company formalities. The companies will give you the hold on. Okay, the companies will give you the there's a glitch. Forget it. The company will give you onboarding. Onboarding means the onboarding means that you will get a company email ID of yours, visiting card of your ID card also, and all the other benefits which company gives you. You are eligible to do it. You are onboarded. Okay, once you onboarded, so everything you will be giving a welcome kit. You will be introduced by the company, department, the team member, and everywhere you will be welcome. Once you onboarded, once your work started, there's an analysis phase. What is the analysis phase? How I will get it that you need that you are good for promotion or not, right? So there's a quarterly, 3 month, 6 month, and yearly promotion and appraisal is there. Okay, so you need to understand on the analysis basis your review is being checked and depends upon company whether it takes 3 months, 6 month, or a yearly one. Usually it takes say, 3 month quarterly one. Okay, generally companies take. Okay, now once this is a recruitment process, but as a fresher, even experience, is there anybody experienced in this group? Raise your hand. Anybody experienced person in this group? No? Raise your hand. All are freshers. Quickly raise your hands if you guys are fresher. Let me know. All are freshers? Okay, maximum fresher. Good. So if you are fresher, you should be knowing few things, okay? Because nobody gonna teach you this also, and then people get mishap when you join the another company. So what you should always has a professional resume, which we'll be learning today. You should be always having a cover letter. Then this too will be different, but you should be knowing that if you join one company to another, suppose one company you get and second company you get, and suppose first company you're getting 50,000, second company you want a 75,000. Okay, so what is a proof that you are earlier getting 60,000? That proof is called salary slip. Okay, a company when give you a credit your salary, they always give you the salary slip. Salary slip is basically a structure of salary. What is DA, basics, TA, TND, PF, whatever deduction is there. On the basis of that, you get a offer from different country. Now, do not confused because someone says, "Oh, I got 10 lakh LPA." So you have heard? I got 17 lakh LPA. Have you seen in the board? Raise your hand. I got 5 lakh LPA. 5 lakh LPA doesn't mean you get a 5 lakh job. Okay. CTC, that is cost to company, you need to find out. 5 lakh means 5 into 12, I believe it's like 45,000. No, it's like yeah, if we count as 5 into 12, it's like 60 something. But if you originally get a slab cost to company after L deduction, it will like 40 something, 40,000 in hand. So always go to CTC. CTC is the amount which you get in hand salary. The word is in hand. What is everything has been deducted and what is left, that is in hand salary. So always go for CTC. Now, another one is document of previous employment. What is that document of previous employment? You have been work, you got resignation letter. Okay, you put down the resignation letter and you applying for the second job and you get the job. Okay, so the HR will ask you the proof. What is the proof? You should everybody should keep as a document, remember. So one is your offer letter, second is your resignation letter, third your relieving letter, fourth most important appointment letter. Appointment letter is only letter where your salary is being mentioned, deduction and everything. Okay, then you have a salary slip, as I already told you. Apart from this, that is mandate. That is a previous document of the employment. Your ID proof needed. Aadhaar card. If you do not have a PAN card for, you start doing the PAN cards. Okay, you have to work on a PAN card because every employer need to submit the PAN card because deduction happen, tax deduction happen, PF deduction happen. So you need to have a PAN card. If not, passport you can make it. So if you're working for IT company, IT work company, work in MNC, so you have to have a passport and work visa. Some companies permit work visa, or you apply for that. And for that, you need a passport. All clear? Everybody clear? These mandates should be knowing. You guys should be knowing if you switch to one company to another, what all document need to be applied. Second, how much time from interview job offer take? Some job offer receive 24 to 20 hours, 48 hours of interview. 24 means 2 to 3 hours. 2 to 3 hours. Hold on. 2 to 3 days. Sorry, 2 to 3 days. The company take the answer to tell you whether it's right or wrong. Whether you are selected or not. Okay, so do not expect from the company or the HR that interview happen and after 15 minutes they are telling you are selected, or after an evening you say no. You are, as I already told you, you are not the only one who is giving the interviews, right? So you need to understand they want the best of best candidate. Because it's not in their hands also. Okay, sometimes HR also cannot give you the answer because they wait for their seniors to reply back. Okay, sometimes senior puts you on your holds. Now, as a Glassdoor report, average percent of any interview result is 23.8 days, that means almost 24 days. And some employer do not let candidate know one way to another. I mean, sometimes you HR do not tell you whether you are on hold or selected. They keep your resume maybe for another time, next time, but they cannot give you the commitment whether yes or no. You should be knowing because these are the process after your first interview, or maybe another way, another suggestion I will give you: do not wait for your college to give you the jobs. Okay, as much as you can apply in these portals, Ambitions Box, LinkedIn, Indeed. Mostly try in LinkedIn. Okay, Indeed and LinkedIn, mostly you will get much faster response. So as much as apply, you will figure out, because if you get as many as you apply to them, you had as many as chances to give the interviews. Even you are rejected. Okay, even if you are rejected, you know where you're going wrong, and you can always correct yourself. So more experience is better. Now what we do? We have understand HR process, we have understand the document process. Now apply. Okay. No, no, no. Do not do that. If for be the first person to apply it out. Okay. In LinkedIn, if you apply, there's a number is given. Minutes. Okay. Mostly in remote jobs. Within a 5 minute, the application goes 100 plus. And it's mentioned 100 people have applied. So can you imagine just one position from pan India level, 100 resume has been applied. Do you think the HR have a time to read everything? No. There's a ATS system, right? Boolean search we used to do. You need to understand the first 10 application, HR will read it very properly, scrutinizing you, everything. But the moment that person start getting very much very huge amount of resume, then he will not gonna see. He will only check through whether you have experience or the skill set or not. Okay, so apply early. Next, don't let rejection discourage you. Sometime you happen that you will not receive a mail also or a call also whether you are getting the your resume selected or not, or you been called or not. You will not get a mail also if you applied in LinkedIn. For example, if you apply through LinkedIn or any other company, and the company give you a reward back that this time is not possible, try it another time. Every company do that. Okay, nowadays is a ATS system. If you do not match the skill set through the ATS system, you will directly get a mail sections that you are not eligible. But sometime you do not get it. So do not be discouraged about it as you're not getting anything from anywhere. Save something to be released on AC interview. Okay, that means your public social media profile, Jibe, convey the same message about you and your work experience. I give you one example. What does it mean? Decades ago, when I was doing MBA, there was a UTV channel, okay, very huge UTV channel, just like Star Plus and ZTV. And they had a sister consulting company that is Amagi. Now, Amagi, they are trying for the local entertainment channel, okay. For example, because Star Plus is broadcasted in India, so they introduce in a locally state channel. Now, at our time, Facebook was launched. Okay. Now, in the interview process, they asked me, tell me about the hobbies. And one of the guys said photographing. Okay. I love to take picture. Then they make you open the Facebook. Those who said their hobbies, and they ask, where's the picture? You said you love photographing, love taking the picture. I cannot see you. Somebody says I'm traveling. You say, tell me the picture where you have to. So whatever you say, whatever your personality skill set you are saying as a hobby, make sure that your social media justify you. Okay, your LinkedIn justify you. That's the way to do. Be a true self of yours. Leverages connection. According to ICMS Modern Job Seeker report found that 75% of employees currently working for a company has a formal employee referral program. That's why I asked you to have a LinkedIn connection. Why? You need to understand. Once you are in system, okay, once you are in system, referral work faster than a direct applying. What is direct applying? That you are an outsider and you are applying to the company portals. Okay, it's far more faster. sorry, far more less than someone in the company who is working and giving the referrals. For example, Mr. Prakash has worked for me. Me and Prakash has worked in a one company. I switched to another company. My company have a requirement of same profile, okay, and they are looking for a person. And I will, because I'm working in that company, I will say that, sir, I have one good candidate. Why don't you review this person, please? I have worked about it. Just you take the interview, and whatever you think, if you can hire it. So that resume, Mr. Prakash resume, will be given the top more priority rather than somebody who's applying for the first time. Getting my point? Raise hands. Getting my point? Raise your hands. Good. So, now you will say, ma'am, I'm a fresher. I'm not doing a job. How will I get a referral? LinkedIn. Work on your LinkedIn. Work on your post section, connection section. Appear and show the visibility by posting your LinkedIn achievement, posting something, post that people attract you, start noticing you, and you can give send a message. I'm looking for a job. Can you please give me referral? And so on. Okay. And another thing is, okay, I will teach you on later on, is that you should have a good connection with your peers, office people. No matter how the bad situation and you left it out, you should always have a good connections. Okay. Now, how to make a good connection in industry? Determine your goal. What kind of goal you want to determine? That where you want to go. Now, talk to your friends, or you attend the meeting with new people, the conferences, the e-meetings. There's a lot of online workshop also go. Lot of online hackathons are there. There's a kind of thing to build a network. Okay, in LinkedIn also there's a lot of events happening. You can go in conference, comment on the comment section, you will be highlighted it out. So there's a lot of online event. You do not have to go physically if you it's not possible for you to go to one country, one city to another. If you search, there are a lot of good events are there, and just add it. And some are very free, some are very 99 rupees something. Go and have it. The more connection you make, like conclave, in conferences, you can go ahead and volunteer. If you get a chance to be volunteer, go and volunteer it. Now, coming to the resume part. Okay, how many of your resume has there you have made your resume? Give me hands raise. Okay, okay, quite a number of people. Good. Hands raise if, okay, quite. Everybody have a resume. Okay, on Monday, I will everybody bring your resume. Okay, we will review your resume. Okay, and we work on a resume part only. Okay, we will work on 2-3 pattern of resume of yours. Okay, but today we have generalized the resume. What kind of resume you should be knowing? Good, I'm glad. Now, how to create a resume? First, we understand there was a 3 type of resume: chronological, functional resume, and combination of resume. What happened in chronological resume? The list of experience reverse in order of starting the most recent position to the top of the machine. But suppose I worked in a 5 company. My 5th and latest company will be in a top more priority, and so on, so on, so on. Okay, this was a because of what I'm currently working, I'm highlighting it. What I have done earlier, I'm not highlighting that. Clear? Now, six. Okay. The functional resume is only for the relevant skills. Okay. So functional resume only is to showcase that you have these kind of skill set. Okay, that with detailed summarize about your achievements and position and relevant role. That's why they only put the key first. For example, if you can see name and information, summary, and a skill group theme by this, all the skill set has been done, and then the experience have been shown. Okay, but in the combination one, they blended both. Okay, because they realize that both need to be highlighted as much as we can. Today, we use the combination one, the skill and experience, both showing and giving the more power to your resume. Now, before sending your resume, you should know the what is the cover letter. I tell you, when we were doing the MBA, when I was doing the MBA, so cover letter concept was there, and our placement officer given a task, 10, he make us 10 printout of our resume, and he make us the cover letter. We put the cover letter and the resume in an envelope, and we were asked to submit in the desk or receptional desk to send it to HR. This is how we were trained, earlier, because the email system was not so popular at our time, and we were made to do. That's how, like, if you're applying, how do you going to apply? Earlier, people used to drop their envelopes, cover letter and resume to the reception desk, and then it goes to the HR, and this, we have done it practically. But now the very simple for you is the emails done all your works. So you need to understand a cover letter should be never ever give your resume without a cover letter. It's mandate to have a cover letter, remember that. Email bodies, a resume before that should be attached to cover letter, never. If a good company, go to the Google, go to the Microsoft, go to any good top 100 Fortune company, any, okay, and go to the website, apply for it, the first thing they ask for the cover letter. Okay, so make sure you had a cover letter. Now, what is a cover letter? Is cover letter is a good summary of your skill set. You are mentioning that you are interested in this profile, and you are telling it that why I'm fit for this profile. That means you are selling yourself by your skill set. So how do you say your date, your saturate greeting, your opening paragraph, your middle paragraph, your closing lines, and complimentary. So now your open paragraphs, you are showing the interest. I'm interested in this profile. I think I'm capable. I'm very good fit for this profile because I have experience, skill set on this. I work in this project and this. I think please. I'm attaching my resume on this. Please let me know how can we proceed further or have a discussion or hoping for a good positive response from your end, and so on. So cover letter should be the must. Okay, everybody understood what is a cover letter? Raise hands. Cover letter is a short summary of message that I'm interested in the profile is open. I have these kind of skill set. I'm attaching my mail. I think I'm good fit for this. I'm looking forward to your positive response. Hands up. Everybody understood what is a cover letter? Cover letter is a short summary of your resume. Indirectly, you're telling, please take me. I'm interested in your profile. Never ever give your resume email without a cover letter. Okay, make sure you had a PDF cover letter and the resume attached to it. Okay, Chat GTP, go ahead. Gemini, go ahead. You can make cover letter also. Now, another question is what you are supposed to do the follow-up. Now, we have said we have applied, we have applied. If you haven't applied, you have applied individually, okay, from anybody. And if you went to any company, given an interview, you had the emails of that company, you have a contact of that company, and 2 weeks happen, you do not know what is yes and no, right? You can choose the subject line, okay? You can always ask that follow-up for this. Open a first paragraph saying thank you for the opportunity and so on. I have given I have given the interview on a data size. My skill set goes in this and this. Tell about your candidate skill set, everything, and just tell me, please let me know about the candidate of my candidature status. I have other opportunity lined up. Please let me know what whether you are in the system or the system, basically. So what I'm doing is I'm telling that person I have given this interview, okay, and I want to know the status whether I'm in or not. If it's no, I have plenty of opportunity. I do not want to miss this. Clear? So after 1 week, if you do not get any response from the interviewers, HRs, the person, you must have your email ID of HR. You may be having a WhatsApp, you can same message. If you do not have an email, you can same message drop down to in a WhatsApp very formal way, asking about your status, whether you have accepted or been rejected. Am I clear? If you are applying individually, if you're not sitting on a campus, if you're applying individually, which was campus is the first entry, but rest of the time you have to do it yourself, right? So this is the way of emailing, dropping it out and asking. That's why I taught you email ethics. Next, know your selling points. Okay, what's your selling point? USP. Okay, how many of you love Apple? Raise your hands. How many of you love Apple iPhone? Just raise your hand. You like Apple? Okay. How many of you love Android phone? Raise your hands. How many of you love Android phone? Raise your hands. Good. Okay. Which is the best Android phone in the market? Which is the best Android phone in the market? Oppo, Samsung, Lava, Redmi, MI. Which is you? What you think? I just need a random names. Okay. According to you, which is the best Android phone in the market? Come on, you guys are using a mobile. I'm sure that's why you have taken. What you think? Okay, which is good? Samsung or MI? Which you think? Which is the most good one? Samsung or MI? Or Samsung or Apple? Which you think? Which is good? Come on. Simple question you are not answer. Samsung or Apple? Which? Still thinking you guys are using a mobile. I am a Redmi lover, by the way. I'm using quite from 6 years. I'm using a Redmi 3 version. I do not like iPhone. I have seen iPhone. I have plenty of iPhone in my home. What's yours? Samsung, Oppo, Lava, any other else comes to tell me? OnePlus. Okay. Why I asked you? Because these people have different unique, that is unique selling USP, unique selling price. Everybody individual is unique. They have a different skill set. So you should be knowing what is good. Are you a good communication level? Are you a good leader? Are you a technically very good sounded person? Or are you a people management people? Okay, so you should know what is your primary reason that you get selected apart from your subject knowledge. Okay, now some tips and techniques we learn. This is the most common question asked during the internship or the interview. Tell me about yourself. How do you handle the pressure? What is your strength and weaknesses? What motivates you? Describe your working style. What's your passion? What's your hobbies? What's your interest? This is the most basic question is being asked by the interviewer for the fresher, not for experience, but for the fresher. For experienced people, it will be about the profile. Now, if somebody asks you, tell me about yourself. If I ask you, okay, anybody can answer. Okay, this is the first and the most question asked by any interviewer whenever they see your resume. Tell me about yourself. Anybody wants to answer? Tell me about yourself. Anybody wants to try and attempt this answer? Go ahead. Else I will take a name. This is the first questions you should be aware of. Tell me about yourself. Anybody will see your resume, they will say, okay, tell me about yourself. They are reading your resume and they will tell you, tell me about yourself. You should be the first to understand, and from this only, from this question, you will get to know your interview starting good or bad. Okay, tell me, who wants to attempt? It's okay. Who wants to attempt? Unmute yourself and speak. Am I audible? Raise your hands if I'm audible. Raise your hands if I'm audible. Good. Now tell me about yourself. Okay, how many of you do not know the answer of tell me about myself? What I supposed to answer? Raise your hands. If you do not know what you're supposed to say, raise your hands. Okay, raise your hand if you know the answers. Raise your hand if you know the answer. Raise your hand if you do not know the answers, what to say. Okay, good. Tell me about yourself is the first and the foremost thing we are in. Now start discussing of your current situation. What is the current situation for you guys is you are guys are graduating. Okay, so what is the current situation is that you are studying. Then work backward hitting by the key work along your professional journey. Your professional journey will be what it will be your internship. Remember that. So what is you need to highlight that you have actually worked it is your internship. Okay, so first we will do is the understand that where we are hitting and starting it out, and second is your background aligning with your journey, that is your internship, and third one is connecting your background interest to your qualification. For example, my name is Rama Verma. Okay, because you guys in a final year, I suppose. So I am pursuing a BTech BE from computer science for so and so colleges. Okay, I have completed my internship from XYZ company for 2 month duration, 3 month duration, where I have my key and role responsibilities are these, whatever work you have done. I also made my major and minor project, mention it out, major and minor projects, and do it. Apart from this, my hobbies and interests are these, reading book, listening music, and so on. Okay, you are not supposed to tell to the interviewer that what your mom do, what your mothers do, what your dads do. They do not are interested in that. They are only interested about you, about your work, about your how much subject knowledge you know, how much practical knowledge you know, whether you know what you are supposed to do in a company. Remember that. So you have to know the subject knowledge of particular profile. Now, this is again a normal general question of the internship. You can take 1 minute to read. I'm not repeating it again. Now, how I'm supposed to react? Okay. Now, suppose you want to quit a job or you have quit the job and you have gone to one job to another job. There will always ask the question for reasoning the job. Okay. This question is mandate. Okay. 2, 3 questions from an interview is mandate that why do you want to change the job? Everything was fine. Now, what you have to emphasize the positive response for my career growth. I think I have put my own my potential to that company. I believe I have a good capability and potential to explore myself in my career growth, and obviously my salary hike. You can say, you cannot say is that avoid a negative reference means you cannot say my boss is kharus, he was bad, he was not listening to me, the environment is bad. You cannot say something like that. Okay, why? Because people say if he's saying bad about that company, obviously when he go from my company, he will say bad about me too. So people do not rely on these people who do the bad mounting. Yesterday, I taught you about the business communication ethic. If you remember that, it's an unethical business ethics I taught you. That is a business ethic comes in the interview part. Now, frame your move as a part of advancing career. Always give an answer in a very positive note, plus that you're looking further in a career path. You'll want a growth in your career path. Last not the least is forgive the external reason for leaving. You can always say that I need a break, I need a this or anything. You can always say that. Okay. How to answer why do you want to work here? This is the basic question being asked by the recruiters, and during the campus drive also this is a basic question can be asked, why do you work from there? Research the company ahead. Okay, give me the website where you can research about the company. Come on. From where I can get the source this company is right or wrong? Tell me. And recently you guys have given me the answer. Tell me where I can get the information, where I can get the company's information. Quickly. One is company website. Another is another is Pooja, mute yourself if you have nothing to say. Thank you. Another is ambitious blogs, Glassdoor, Naukri.com, Monster.coms, Google review. You can always find these companies' reviews. So if you want to search any company, okay, you can just go and search through website. And if you want to search that company is okay or not, the work culture is okay or not, go and say review about the Google. Okay, and you go to review section, the company people or the employee write down whether bad or wrong, I mean, they post there. So you can always find out the two company review. Now, another thing is, if I ask you, if you enter any company, okay, suppose your friend says, let's go for the interview, and you was not ready. Okay, you were not reading, but you say our friend is going, also I'm going. Now you guys do not have a time to search about the company and anything. Suppose nothing. You go just go gone for fun, and you enter the reception. Okay, you enter the first thing, you go into the lobby, you met the reception asks you to sit down. What is the first thing you will notice? What is the first thing you should be noticing in the company when you enter? Come on, any wild guess? If you haven't, how do you know that this is the company, this is the product, you don't have a time, you enter in the reception, they ask you to sit in the lobby. What is the first thing you will observe in the office? Any guess? Quickly, don't be silent. In an interview, if you've been silent, you will be rejected. It's better to speak up here and clear your doubts. Tell me, any idea? You are sitting in a lobby, waiting for your turn to come for an interview. You do not know about the company. What is the first thing you will do? Or what is the first thing you are supposed to do? What is the first thing you will observe in the company? Raise your hand if you do not know. Come on. Raise your hands if you do not know the answer. The first thing you are supposed to do is to check the wall of the lobby or reception. Why? Because the company's achievements, the codes, the future plan, the leaderboards, everything's they flaunt. Okay. Next time you go to even to the hotel, you will see the also there also the company have posted about what the company do, where it's expanded, where it's going to expand, what is coming next, what is the future core, what is the mission vision of the company. Everything you will find in the lobby. So if you next time if you missed knowing about the company, you will find in the lobby. Okay, this has been taught by me when I was doing the internship, and this is in the Bajaj Allianz, and the HR Mr. Manish had taught me this. So he asked me a question, what is the first thing you come and enter in the office and you observe? And he told me to observe the wall of the company. Okay, so remember that. Okay, you should always tell them why you are specific about why you're good fit. That means why you are good candidate, why you are ideal candidate from other people. And emphasis on what you can contribute, not always talk about the salary. Why does this job interest you is a similar question like why do you want to work here? Okay, now this is the same. Tailor your answer in short suited, avoid job perks. Okay, avoid generic question like yes no giving the answers. Okay, what at the end of the question many get confused how to ask more time for response. For example, sometimes they want an immediate joiner. Okay, if you get what is your immediate joiner, that you want to as soon as possible, maybe in 3 days they want to do a job. Okay, they want you to accept the offer letter, and it's very common. 7 days, 3 days they wanted you. Suppose Saturday you have given an interview, and Saturday night they have approved and they want you to do the Monday, okay, to join. Now, what happened? You are in a dilemma whether I should do this job or not. It's in a different city, whether I should can go or not. There's many consequences decisions we make come hindrance of making the decision good choice. So what you can see, you can always ask for the time. Okay. Now, what you do not need to say to hiring manager, I do not know if I want to do a job I like. You are given a negative impression that I will see. He is do not have only you candidates, by the way. He have plenty of candidates. I will get back to you. You cannot tell that HR that I will tell you to get back. Okay. I'm not sure. Any kind of negative, not sure words are not. I thought the job would be pay more. You do not say about the there's a skill of negotiation of the salary, but you cannot put in the this way, okay, because every even HR cannot do it because it's a senior level who put the budget. Okay, I don't like the position, you cannot complete it because everything is mentioned. Now there are 8 type of question you should be knowing. One is credential verification question. For example, your numbers, your grades will be asked. Experience verification question is about um, what you have learned in the class, what you have learned in the internship, what you have learned in the projects and all. Opinion based question is what is your strength, what is your weaknesses, what is your hobbies, what is your interest to know about yourself. Behavioral question is can you give the specific example? How do you did it? Remember, I in the first class I taught you the creativity questions, right? If plan A fails, plan B fail, how do you handle the stress and stress in the difficult situation? That is to know whether how positive person or personality you are. Competencies question is aligned like, for example, explain a way in which you sought creative solution a recent problem you needed to solve. So basically the competency, the leadership, the team building and other so on soft skills, they are asking whether you're good fit in my team, whether if you come in my team you will not make my team break, you will contribute something to grow my team. So another one is brain teaser question like agree, disagree, or aptitude test. Sometime colleges during the campus days most common aptitude test. So you should be knowing the type of question. Case studies are given. For your case is a technical question asked, coding question asked, projects is given to complete that particular deadline. No nonsense question is agree not agree, or something psychometry tests are sometimes are given. Okay, till now raise your hands if you guys are clear about it. Okay, quickly raise your hand till now the topic is clear. Okay, we have very short time, so I will just skip little fast to let you know the answer. Now one of the basic answer is tell me about yourself. Take one moment to read it out for yourself. Take one moment. Understand the language of writing. Understand what he's trying to say. Please, for 1 minute, read it out. Done. Now, this is another way of answering the question that I'm an energetic person, the person showing the skill, okay, an effective communicator and a quick learner. I was also one of the top student in my batch while I'm pursuing BE degree in XYZ domain. I worked on a various projects related to software domain, which provide a great deal of technical exposure along with my importance of working in a team and value of client satisfaction. I have worked on developing various enterprise level web application for helping companies solve problem like ensuring business continuity, market research analysis. So I believe I'm good fit in technological centric role in your company. Can you see? Did he talk about the family background? No. What he talked about? He talked about his personality trait that I'm a quick learner, I'm an energetic person. I also have a technical knowledge. I worked in a team. I know the research analysis. I know the analysis part. I can solve the problem. All he put is to sell his skills, whether it is soft skills or whether it is hard skill. Can you see the answer? Next one. Now, how we can answer this? This is the star method. What is the method? That is whenever the behavioral question is asked. What is the behavioral question? Whenever the situation is given to you, you have to have. What is star? S for situation. What was the event is? T is for task. What were the tasks involved above situation? A for action. What did you do to complete that goal? And R is result. What is the result of action? For example, tell me about a time when you were not satisfied your performance. This is a basic common question, can be asked by you also. Okay, let's understand. When I initially joined my job right after my college, there was a point where I was constantly becoming independent on a team member to get work done. I did not like this as I wanted to carry out my responsibility in an independent manner along with working in team. I wasted no time, quickly learned the working dynamics of the project, received various assignments related to projects. The more assignment I worked on with a minimal help, the more confident I become and more sense of ownership is provided. I felt more independent. I was lauded multiple times for my dedication, my sense of ownership, and how quickly I was able to adopt the project. Firstly, is the tone of a language of an answer is good? Raise your hand. How many of you think that answer is good? The tone is professional. Raise your hand. Do you think? Can you see? Can you understand the language, the tone, the word he is able to describe? Raise your hand quickly. Quickly raise your hand. We are getting out of town. Can you hear me? Can you understand the language? The language is telling me, see, I was disappointed earlier because I have to take a help of, okay, I have to take a help of my team member. Now what I have to do is I learn myself and now I can work individually. So the answer says that earlier he showed the negative point about himself that I'm not able to do alone. But then he said positive point that I'm a keen learner. I'm an observer and I'm a capable. So now I work with my individual. You should also know the art of your this. Another question is opinion based question. Why would you do if you were, sorry, what would you do if you were given a task to do and you were told that you have to do it alone? What would you do? Okay. Sorry. Firstly, before jumping to conclusion that my boss is bad, I will try best to understand his personality and get to know what the problem is. If my boss is aggressive, then I will make a note of things that would make him angry and will avoid doing that. I will also try asking my colleague how they have worked on dealing with him if things get worse. I will contact the HR to solution and regarding. Can you see the differences answer? Raise your hand if you understand the language, how we used to do in an interview. Raise your hands. Raise your hands. One, only one, raise your hands. You need to understand the language. Yesterday we have talked about business communication, right? Why business communication, interview, business proposal, email, these, that's why I taught you earlier, so that you should know the language, the way we are saying. So he's saying, I will try my understand my boss behavior. If not, then I ask my colleague what my boss want. If that also do not work, I will take help from other also. If that also not work, then the last solution is I will speak to HR. Me about yourself. 1 minute and then I will. So what we need to say, tell me about yourself. I was born like I was, no. In 2 minutes or less, you have to show your qualification. Why would you change your job? I wish my boss, he was totally unrealistic. No, I wish we had a larger training budget or something positive. What is the biggest big? Oh, I really don't have any big because now you cannot say not delegating enough. I realize get over where I think I have to work all my. Why should I wire? Because I'm the best candidate. No, you cannot say I'm a hard worker with a proven record. Do you want any question for me? No, I do not have. Always ask any question. Can you walk me through the typical day of some, or can you clarify in particular decision making, or can you please tell me the protocol of the company? Okay, so always research about the company, practice about the question, tell about the skill set of you, go for the star method, recruit or practice with your friend. A lot of answers you need to understand. Plan your interview well, prepare your question, always carry second copy, third copy of hard copy, or always have an email your resume, and thank and then bring the copies and pen, and always answer your interview questions based on your skill, only skill. With that note, I end this session. Hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. From Monday onwards, we will be learning, deeply discussing about the resume as well as resume question. Okay, so you better prepare your resume. The assignments is given to you. One of the team members will be dropping down in the group. Please make sure the LinkedIn assignment as well as resume assignment you completed. Okay, bye bye, take care, see you, sayonara, see you on Monday. Bye bye, take care, thank you for attending the session.